Blah, y'all already know what it is. Your boy Yaakov, what it do? The outlet to reality, the holdest podcast in Vegas and Chicago. What up? This is the place where you want to hide from your drama or maybe hide from your baby mama. Just kidding. But anyways, fams, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Cha-ching! And lastly, I gotta say, my fans, we got a very special guest. I haven't seen him for a minute. I know he's been traveling, so that's why I can't get him because he's in overseas. Give it up for Chino. He is the host of Let's Talk About You podcast. What's up, brother?
What's up, David, man? For too long. I apologize, man. It's been a little while since I've been on an episode, but like you said, I've been traveling, but I'm ready to hop back on this.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Well, real quick, man, I want to share a quick story that happened to me, man. You ain't gonna believe it. So basically, last week I had my friends come by. They flew in from Chicago. I don't know if you know my snap, but I was turning up last week.
You're turning up every weekend. Not surprised.
It's so true, man. It's so true. I gotta stop. And here's the thing, man. So I took my boys to Rock House. For those who know, I always promote them because they always take care of me. They're one of the best lounges in Vegas. And I took them there. We were drinking, having a couple shots. Luckily, we had a couple free shots. I ain't gonna lie. Like we were excited. I was ready, kind of turning up. And for those who don't know, they have the best chicken tenders ever. Like, I haven't tried anything better than that. Even Chicago can't beat it. I'm sorry, y'all, but McDonald's used to have chicken select. Now they don't have it, so that's a problem. But but anyway, so we're pre-gaming. It's the first time, in Vegas. So I told them there's a very nightclub downstairs at the Venetian Hotel, and I've never been there because it's so expensive. It's like $250, $350 bottle that you have to buy in order to get in.
Oh, hell no. So you have to do bottle service?
Yeah, you have to. Like
Oh, hell no. In Vegas? Oh, hell no.
Yeah, but I'm smart. If you think about it, I was like, man, if we go with 5 people, it was like 4 of us or 5. We split it up, $250 each. It's like $60 each. So I'm like, that's doable, right? So I'm like, all right, let's go, man. Now I have a good reason I can make it because last time I couldn't afford it. That's just too much.
Right.
I'd rather spend that on like Olive Garden or like, Panda Express. Something, I could take home twice, or
let me get the Panda.
yeah, Panda. Hey. But so we get there, man, and I ain't gonna lie, we were looking fresh that day. And we get in, you hear the music. I was like. So I get in. We're having a big old bottle. I think we had Ciroc, man. I ain't gonna lie, vodka. I lost track, bro. I was confused, bro.
But I can't drink liquor no more, man. It'd be killing me.
I know, right? But tell me why, man. I see a group of guys and like 3 beautiful girls, but the 2 girls look taking one of the girls dinner. She was a black chick, real pretty. And I was like, oh, you know what? I'm gonna go up to her and tell her let's dance. And so I go up to her. I was like, hey girl, let's dance. She's like, I already know how to dance. This is Spanish. I said, girl, don't worry, I'm Spanish, so it works out. So so I grab her and we start dancing, pop, pop. And she's like, man, you can move. I said, I move, Mick Jagger. And so funny thing is, bro, next she started grinding up on me. I was like, damn. And I think that guy in front of me was her boyfriend and he didn't do nothing.
Oh shit.
And I was like, so I was just like, damn, I couldn't breathe, I couldn't move. Then my guy, he finds 3 beautiful chicks, bro. I ain't gonna lie. They were like next door, couple tables away. And he's like, bro, come with me. All right, cool. So I'm like, what's up, bro? He's like, hey, look, check out the 3 girls, man. They're looking bad. Now, one of them looked really, really bad. I think she looked like kind of Filipino.
Really bad as in bad that's good?
Yeah, like good.
Okay. Like,
yeah, my bad for my clarification. She was bad like that.
Damn, she was bad like that.
Yeah,
not like she was bad.
Pajama, you know what I'm saying? Just as fine as she can be. So I see her, she's wearing a red dress, and I go for the one who's like the second prettiest because the way it works when it comes down, if you're trying to dance with like the pretty girls, you want to work your way up. You go for the kind of decent looking girl, and then she be like, "Man, you can dance," and then she kind of be she's your reference, and then you work your way up. They call it like the pyramid. You go
She's
from
your reference. Oh my
yeah,
god. Listen to Yaakov, man.
hey, this is some knowledge, bro. I learned this from Michael, my boy. So he be teaching me all this. But honestly, even psychology, if you go for the kind of ugly, pretty girl, you work your way up to the decent girl, and then you go up for the dang girl. It works all the time, bro. But if you go to the top, you definitely fall like way back, like down to the floor, and you're never gonna see snow. But if you work your way up, man, it's crazy. So I did my technique. I went for the and I went for her, and then we started dancing. She was pretty. She was, another black chick, and I was like, okay, they put merengue, so I was like, ding, 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 what I'm saying? So I did
Arriba.
right, you know what I'm saying? So I did my little, turns and stuff like that, and she went crazy for me. And then she told me, hey, she's like, hey, birthday girl, because that's her best friend. I was like, oh shit, the really pretty one's a birthday girl. She goes, hey, dance with David. He could dance. I'm like, come on, birthday girl, you gotta at least have fun, girl. I mean, you young, you gotta live life. She's like, no, I'm good. I'm like, damn, this girl ain't got attitude. I don't really like that. She's too cocky. I was like, you know what? Forget you. So I danced with her again, and my guy was dancing with the other girl. So it was real cool, man. We had a good time. And the funny thing is, like, we exchanged numbers, and we actually hanged out with them the day after.
Oh wow.
So we actually went to Circa, which is for those who don't know, is the newest casino that just opened this January.
You say circus?
Yeah, a Circa. They call it Circa.
Oh, circa. Okay. I'm like, bro, circus been there forever.
Yeah, my bad. Circa. Yeah. So that one's on Fremont Street. For those who's never been there, it has actually the biggest line because it's the newest casino, the most cleanest. And I gotta say, man, like it's really nice inside. So I've never been there. So me and my guys were going, right. We're like, oh shit, we gotta meet these girls again, right? So we're going. And tell me why, bro. The day before I lost my driver license.
You lost your license.
Yeah. So in order to get to a club or a casino like that, you
You need
have to have
your
a driver.
ID, right?
But my ass is smart. I only slept 2 hours, and I went to the DMV before we went to meet the girls. I got my, driver, like the paper driver license. So I'm like, all right, cool, I'm good. So we get there, man. I see two security guards, one skinny dude, one girl. The girl one goes, all right, that's not enough for identification. I said, look, girl, don't give me that identification, okay? Look, I am American citizen, okay? I came from Cuba. Not just kidding, but I thought, look, I'm definitely like born and raised here. I can show you my lease agreement. I just lost my driver license in that spot. I lied to them, but I said I lost it right there. So they're, oh snap, you lost it. Oh, jolly. And I'm like, yeah. So I'm like, look, I need to get in because you don't understand. I'm a very big, important person. They're like, let me ask my coworker. I could tell that was her first day. The moment you ask for help, is your coworker. I mean, it's your first day. She asked the guy, and the guy's like, "Oh, I can't take you in. You need a picture." Like, bro, I told you I lost my ID inside there. Like, come on, man, you gotta give me a break. So he gave me a hard time, and then check this out. My boys comes in and fights for me. He goes, bro, y'all shouldn't be bogus to David because there's a guy that just walked in, punched two security guards, and y'all said he could go through. And guess what? He just got tackled. So why are y'all letting him go? And David ain't gonna do that. He's not even drunk.
Yet.
Right? But then check this out. Check this out. So my guy says another thing. Look, you should let David in. He talks to the girl security. You should let David in because first of all, when that other guy checked me in, he didn't even check my ID. He just told me to walk in. and he didn't scan it. So now the girl looks real stupid because the security guard, because you know, she's like, well, I can't. Then she asks the guy, is it true that you didn't scan his ID or look at it? And the guard goes, no, 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 I checked it. No, you didn't, bro. You lying. Now you lying, and it's not cool. So, bro, you know what happened, bro? We had to take an Uber back to my place and get a passport. My
Get your
passport,
passport. That's what I figured.
yeah, because they need a picture ID, right? So before we go there, I'm like, hey, bro, look, I got a plan B. He's like, what's the plan B? We're gonna go to the freaking Inspire, which is my favorite nightclub in Fremont Street. Has like 3 rooms, actually 4 rooms, my bad. And we head over there. And I said, look, man, I know everybody that works there. If I can get in, y'all just meet me there. Just do what you gotta do with the girls, but help them to come where we at. And I'll try to get us a table. I'm like, cool, cool. So I get there with my boys and I see the security guard, big dude, sound like monsters and ink and shit. You know.
Monsters.
So, so I go up to one of the guys I recognize, right? I said, what's up, brother? He's like, what's up, man? I said, hey man, is Shay in today? And he goes, nah, dude, she just quit. What? I said, all right, cool, cool, man. I said, what's up? What about my other girl, Lovely? Nah, she ain't in either. She quit. Damn. I said, what about my boy Danny? Is he still there? Nah, he quit. Damn. So
Everybody quit.
yeah, dude, everybody quitting. Dang, I needed help. So tell me why in the freaking so they take a picture of you before you go in. So he already took a picture of me.
Why?
Because I feel like with the clubs now, it's easier to track them. Like if something goes wrong, even though they already scan your ID.
I don't know how I feel about that. You're already scanning my ID, but you want to take a photo of me as I'm walking into your establishment so you can watch me on camera? Like
It,
that's too much, man.
yeah, it's a little crazy, bro. I ain't gonna lie. But anyways, they did already have my image already saved. So it popped up and then I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm already good. So I'm telling my guy, bro, can I still get in? I got my DMV. You know I'm a regular. He goes, bro, I would love to, man, but I don't think I can, man. You just need a DMV. I'm like, bro, you know me, man. I come 3 times. I told him the time that I first met him. He goes, nah, man, I can't. So he asks his boss, another security guard, big dude, and he goes, hey, man, you think you could let David in? You know, he's a regular, you know what I'm saying? He knows the people that used to work here. So the big guy goes, okay, I'll let you in if you know the guy's name. Oh shit, dude, I forgot his name. So I was like, oh, I'm like James Frank.
You
I'm
even
like,
said a last name.
yeah, I was like, man, I don't even know his name, bro. Crap. So I was like, all right, what about James? He goes, nah, that ain't my name. All right, cool, cool. Frank. Nah, he's like, bro, I'm sorry, I can't let you in because you don't even know his name. So now I don't even think that you're a regular. I'm like, bro, I'm in the system, bro. You don't understand. So I'm so mad, bro. And I leave and I text one of my girls that used to work there. She actually told me that his name was Chuck, but after like 4 hours. So I'm like, thanks, girl. You saved my life. You know what I'm saying? I was so sad, bro. My heart broke, man. So my guys are pissed, bro. They're like, fuck, dude, like we killed so much time just to go back to your house, get the passport, go all the way back to freaking Fremont Street and go back to meet the girls. So it was just a crazy night, man. To make the story short, the last part, I got to see the girls and it was real cool. They were talking to me. They're like, man, what do you do for a living? You know what I told them?
You're a podcast host.
Yeah, I told them, I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to start my YouTube channel and I just don't know how to start it. And I'm like, oh, really? And so I was just like,
And you know what's funny? You know what's funny? I bet you anything you give them your channel's name, they're gonna watch this episode and they're gonna call you an asshole.
you know what? It's a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, if they're watching, man, hey, be a lookout, man. There's some crazy girls out there. So I'm just saying, because when I saw them again, man, no lie, they were cool. They were cool. But like the birthday girl, man, she was the most bogus person ever. So like, I'm not gonna lie, bro. She made some friends, and I was trying to spit game. You know how I do things. You know, I'm American gangster. So doing my thing, man. And the girl, every time I try to talk and share a story, she goes, she goes like this. Girl, what the hell? Anyways, and she goes, literally, she did that in front of like the group. Anyways, I was saying, I'm like, damn, bro, you got ugly personality. You're rude. You may be pretty, but you know what? You kind of like turn me off now. And I'm like, yo, girl, you crazy. And then like at the end, bro, you know what's crazy? She's like, I only date older guys. She first said she had a boyfriend the day before. Secondly, she was like, hold my hand so you could be my boyfriend today. I'm like, girl, what happened to that? Anyways, let's get. I'm like, girl, you bogus. I'm like, man, get your hands off of me. But anyways, y'all, that's my story I wanted to share with y'all, man. Remember, guys, when you meet people from Cali and they were from Cali, you better watch out what you do, because I don't really trust Cali girls. I'm gonna be honest. And for me, I'm gonna be real for y'all. Came out with a new term, y'all gonna love it. When I meet a new couple, or not couple, when I meet people and they happen to be a local in Vegas, you know what I tell them? You know what I heard about locals? And they're like, what? They're local. You know what I'm saying? They crazy.
Stupid.
That's what I tell them. And they're
Stupid.
like, you stupid. But anyways, man, let's get back to the main focus of the topic today. My boy Chino from Let's Talk About You, man. So today, y'all, we're going to talk about movies, man. One of our movies inspirations. And for you, brother, what are your 5 top movies that you could think of right now? That's your top.
5? No, man, that's
Three.
too many.
You can say 3. You can say 3. You want to break it down? We can say 3.
Oh,
That you've seen so many times.
shit. Okay. So I'm a big movie guy, okay? I don't take movies lightly. Like I take just no bullshit when it comes to movies. I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna watch, I'm gonna evaluate, and I'm gonna see, what you were trying to do with the film. So for me, I think it just depends on the script and the message and all that. So I guess top 3 movies for me. I'm a big fan. Well, my favorite movie of all time is Forrest Gump. Okay, with Tom Hanks. I just think it's a beautiful film. It's very clever. It's very funny, and it's a very emotional, man. It gets you in the feels every time. Like I can watch that shit so many times and still get emotional. And I'm not even an emotional guy, but it's a phenomenal film. I just love the way they go into history, and Forrest plays a little part in all of that, but he doesn't know that he's causing history, and it's incredible. I think the way they do that is just fantastic. Another.
Wait, can I stop you real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
So Forrest Gump, I've seen that movie a few times too. What makes it so like your favorite? Like is it the message that he always does his best wherever he goes? Is that
it's the creativity? It's the creativity. It's just the fact that he has no idea that he's changing so many things. Like he has no idea what he's doing, but it's having such a great impact in the world around him. You know what I mean? For example, when he picks up the notebook to give it to the girl because they were letting African Americans inside the school now, and he doesn't know that he just played a role in trying to make it okay for them, or the fact that when he's running and someone's like, hey man, I need I have a new business, I'm trying to open up a new slogan, what should I call it? And then he fell, or he stepped in dog shit, and he's like, oh, shit happens. And then he made so much money off using shit happens, or the fact that Forrest thinks he invested a bunch of money into an apple company, a fruit company, thinking literally fruits, literally apple, but he doesn't know he invested in Apple computers, and now he's rich for the rest of his life, but he really thinks he's investing in fruit. It's just shit like that I just think it's incredible. I think it's incredible, and I just love the way that the author, because it's originally a book first, just the author, the way he did that, and the way they did it, and just Tom Hanks is phenomenal.
Oh yeah. Hey, real quick, one more question. Have you ever been to the restaurant in Navy Pier, the Gump?
Bro, come on, man. I worked 4 years there, bro. Bubba Gump, I was there.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah, have you been there?
Yeah, I've been there.
How you like it, brother?
It's quick seafood. I mean, nothing special, to be honest. I like the theme. I like the way it looks, but I mean, in terms of food, it's nothing special.
Oh damn, bro. Okay, I'm at my heart kind of broke, man. I thought you were gonna say, damn, they didn't like the movie. You know what I'm saying? But all right, cool, brother. All right, what's number two? Number two.
Oh man, number two. I don't know. Two and three, I don't really know if I can rank them. I'm a big, huge fan of the Rocky franchise. I
Rocky.
love Rocky.
Oh snap, Rocky.
Yeah. Yeah, with Sylvester Stallone. Oh my God, it's just one of those movies. And you know what's crazy? I was in my first year in college when I saw it for the first time, actually, because it took me a little while because Rocky came out in the 70s, man. I wasn't even born. And so, but everyone knows Rocky's a classic. So I remember one time I was in my dorm and I was bored as shit. And I was just like, I'm going to go rent a movie. And those times you could just go downstairs and borrow a DVD. I'll put on my laptop and play. And so that's what I did. I went downstairs. I started looking through the list of movies. I was like, I'm going to watch Rocky. I'm going to just watch it because everyone talks about it, right? So I took it, played it. Holy shit. I loved it, man. I loved it so much that every day after that, I watched Rocky 2, and then I watched Rocky 3, and then I watched Rocky 4, and then Rocky 5, which sucked. And Rocky Balboa. Yeah, Rocky 5 is the fucking worst. But then I saw Rocky Balboa, which was also good. I like that one. And then they came out with the Creed movies with Michael B. Jordan. And I was just like, bro, I just love the fact that, it's keep building up. And fun fact, Sylvester Stallone wrote Rocky, man. He was rock bottom. He was at the very rock bottom. He had nothing left going for him. He was in debt. He wrote the script, trying to get people to make the movie. Finally got a studio to agree to make the movie and set him up for life.
There you go, man. And can I ask something real quick, brother? So Rocky, he actually went to the fight to see Andy Ruiz when he fought Joshua in the boxing ring, and he won. And he said that when they had the second fight, I don't know if you saw the second fight, but Joshua beat Andy Ruiz. Now, for those who don't know, Andy Ruiz Jr. is a Mexican boxer. For the first time in history, won the heavyweight champion of the world ever in history. Like, never had a Mexican to do it or Latino, so that's a big deal. So when he lost the second fight, Rocky Sylvester, right? No, that's not him. No,
Sylvester Stallone is the guy who plays Rocky.
Yeah, my bad. I don't know what happened, but he says that I'm gonna have to go with Andy Ruiz because he is the next Rocky. That's what he said. Because if you see my movies, he's like, I've lost a few fights, but I got back stronger. And he's like, that's what that kid has, And I think he's only 30, he just became 30. And I love that, bro, because it kind of gives me hope. I'm like, damn, and it's true in life. In life, you're gonna get hit rock bottom, but you're gonna get back up stronger. That's how.
No, right. It's like he says in Rocky Balboa. It's not about how hard you can hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward, keep getting up. It's just that's what Rocky's about. If you watch the movies, it's not about like. In most movies, you watch a movie and you expect, and hopefully whoever's watching this, no spoil. I'm trying not to spoil it, but like cover your ears. But it's not about him winning all the time. It's just the fact that you can't keep letting yourself stay down when you get knocked down. Life is gonna hit you. It eventually hits us all, but you gotta get up. And that's what I love about the inspiration of Rocky, and just the fact that he wrote it when he was living in a 1-bedroom apartment by himself. He was just inspired, and he worked hard at it, and he was so dedicated, and he was just so ambitious about wanting to make it his own. I need to make this movie, and the fact that he did it, and I just think it's a beautiful script, man. I think it's a phenomenal story.
Damn, that was good, man. No, it's true, fam. And one thing, and what's your well? Here's my thing. How did you like Creed 1 and 2? Like, was one better than 2?
Creed 1 was better than 2 for sure. Creed 1 was better. I loved Creed just because, after Rocky Balboa, which was the 6th Rocky, I never thought I'd ever see Rocky again. And the fact that they still continued that story just from a different perspective, with Adonis Creed's son becoming a boxer. And then instead of Rocky fighting, he's going to train him. And I thought it was awesome, man. The way they did that, I really was just like, what story is there? And then the way they did that was awesome. Now, Creed 2, feeds off of the idea of trying to bring back a little more nostalgia, bring back characters from the other movies, which is cool. But the storyline with one was better. Number one was better. And fun fact, there's a Creed 3 coming out. I don't know what it's going to be about, but it will be Michael B. Jordan's first time directing. He will direct the movie.
No way.
That's his first. It's going to be his directorial debut.
Dude, that is crazy. Dude, he's going to make money, bro. Honestly, Michael B. Jordan, hands down, has to be one of the most fastest growing actors I know that's making big because.
Oh, man, he's getting in everything.
Oh, yeah. He was in Black Panther. Great movie, being the villain. I think he did a great job. Have you seen The Awkward Moment?
No.
So you should watch it. It's the funniest movie I've ever seen with him. It's with him and the guy from, I think, Zac Efron. He's in it too. Yeah, Zac Efron.
Oh.
And it's so cool because they're kind of like our age now, like 27 or 26. And basically they're roommates. They all live together. And it kind of shows you like how they date differently. And like, it's just a comedy. Think about like those who want to be like swingers or those who want to be in a real relationship. It kind of shows you like three different perspectives. And dude, honestly, like one of the funniest movies I've ever seen. And that movie actually came out like maybe a couple years before Creed, but that was like probably one of his good successful movies before Creed.
He's he's a fast growing actor, but I wouldn't say he's a child actor, so he was actually in a lot of stuff. You ever watch Hardball?
No, I never saw Hardball, brother.
You never saw Hardball?
Is it good?
Oh my God, bro. You from Chicago?
Dude, I've never seen it.
Oh my God. With Keanu Reeves?
I know Keanu Reeves.
He coaches a baseball team in the South Side.
For real?
Yeah. Michael B. Jordan is one of the kids. And
was he like the main star in that movie?
No, he wasn't the main star. No, he's just a bunch of kids. But he's one of the kids, and then he's also in The Wire, the TV show. You ever see The Wire?
No, I never saw, bro.
I'm gonna make you a list. And so, like, he starts growing little by little. He starts making those movies, and then he's in Fruitvale Station, which is phenomenal. Also, I think that's probably one of his best performances. Really good. And he's in that one movie where it was like a found footage superhero movie. It was incredible the way they did that. It was so smart. I can't think of the name right now, but they get like superpowers, and they don't really know how to control them and shit.
Oh yeah, I remember. And the camera, it's like
it's found footage. So like, they're recording each other.
Right. Like
that was a good movie.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. No, that's dope, man. No, honestly, man, like Creed 1, I gotta say I'm with you, brother. I think it was better. The soundtrack too. And the way he like I know actually a family member who has the same kind of attributes as that character, Creed. Adonis Creed, yeah, where when he gets mad, like he kind of loses everything and he just gets in the ring and goes crazy. Like I got a family member who just acts just the same way as him. And I gotta say they're the most strongest, powerful people because it can be dangerous because you can kill somebody if you kind of like don't.
The ring is if you listen to boxers, real life boxers, they tell you, man, like, get an education, do something else. Why would you want to get hit? As a living, don't be a dummy. They talk about that, even though they're making millions of dollars, they understand what they're putting up at risk. And that's why they tell people do something else because you don't want to be doing this with your life.
That's crazy, bro. Oh, that's good. That's good, bro.
So, and Creed 1 was a lot better because it was directed by Ryan Coogler, who directed Black Panther, man. So Ryan Coogler is just another level of director, man. He's just insane. He's so good at everything he does.
Oh yeah, hands down, bro. I give you 100%, bro. Damn, you even knew the director. Dang.
Oh man, I'm telling you, I know my like history on movies, man. I know the details.
That's what's up, bro. All right, man. What's number 3, bro? What's number 3?
Oh man, you see, like it's hard to pick just an individual movie. I know Forrest Gump for sure. See, I didn't know you were gonna ask me my top 3 movie. I thought we were gonna talk about movies in quarantine, so I wasn't ready. Okay, but number 3, I'm gonna give you another franchise. Okay, it's a franchise. Star Wars.
Oh, I'm so happy you said that. All right, man. Look, now we got a real conversation because I know everything about Star Wars. All right, brother, go. Tell me what you think about Star Wars.
Star Wars. I was a kid when I first watched the Phantom Menace. Okay, the Phantom Menace is the one with Darth Maul with the double lightsaber and stuff, right? Yeah. And the speed racers. There were when Anakin was racing and stuff. I saw that as a kid. I had no idea that there was movies before that, you know, like episode 4, 5, and 6 and all that stuff. Like for me, that was the first movie Star Wars ever saw. And I was a kid. I didn't understand shit. I just saw this looks cool. You see people fighting with fucking lightsabers. It just looks dope, you know? And as I got older, I started watching, you know, I watched episode 1 and then I watched episode 2. And then I realized there was movies. And then I remember in 2005, I was 10 years old when Revenge of the Sith episode 3 came out. And I was so excited, man. And this is one of those memories that will stick with me for the rest of my life. It's just, my dad promised me he'd take me to the movie. Right. But as a kid, you want to go the night it's released, you know, type of shit. And I remember, and I feel bad about it, but like at the same time, it's just one of those beautiful memories I have. I knew my dad was going to take me, and my dad don't give a shit about Star Wars, you know, but he's just like, I'll take my son. And he came home from work like almost 11 p.m., dude, and he was exhausted. And I was like, Dad, it releases tonight at midnight. Please take me. He's like, oh, I'm so tired, la, la, la. I'm like, please, come on, you promised. And then he's like, okay, you know, and then now being an adult, I see like, fuck, dude, I was a bratty ass little kid just wanting what I want, you know, and I realized that my dad just spent 12 hours working. But he's like, okay, so he goes, he gets my brother, and we go to the midnight premiere of Revenge of the Sith. Even we took my cousin, I called him up, let's go, we're going. I was 10 years old, and even my mom came with us. And my mom, I have never gone to the movies with my mom. That was the first time in my life, because my mom never wanted to go. It was just me and my dad when he would take me, my dad, and my brother. And so that was the first time as a family we went to the movies. And no one else understood anything but me, because now I was a fan at that point, you know? Yeah. And it's just something that's going to stick with me for the rest of life, you know? But yeah, dude, Star Wars episode 4, 5, and 6. I love episode 5. What's it called? The Empire Strikes Back. Yeah, I think it's great. I think the storyline is awesome. The Skywalker series. When episode 7 dropped, I was so like mind blown because I thought the stories were over. I thought it was 1 through 6 and that's it. And then the fact that there's more stories to it, I thought that was awesome. 7 was really good. 8 was decent, and the last one sucked. I really did not like episode 9. I thought it was terrible. But in general, though, just the storyline of Star Wars, I just think it's a tragedy. Like the whole, not the movies, but like the storyline is a tragedy because you talk about someone who had so much hope and potential, and you just see their downfall. You know, in terms of Anakin, and it's just it's depressing, but it's also so smart on how they do it, and it's in how he redeems himself at the end, in a way, and it's just I think Star Wars is incredible.
Yeah, and for those who don't like, and here's another thing I'm going to add on, brother. Do you think from your generation, right, and we're almost in the same generation, that
we're the same generation, motherfucker? well, you're like 2 years older, man. Chill.
Right. Well, here's the thing. Do you think that episode 1, 2, and 3 are better than the new franchise that came out?
Oh, that's a good question. I've never been asked that before. I never really considered it. I know the prequels get a lot of hate, man. I know the prequels get a lot of hate because obviously when you watch something for the first time, it's like us. The prequels for us are like the originals, you know, because those are the ones we got to see in theaters, you know. And then when they make the new ones, you compare everything to the original ones you saw. So people back in the 70s, when they saw Star Wars, it was the first of its kind. Spaceships, you know, lightsabers, aliens, like, you know, that was so new, which is why, you know, Star Wars exploded. And so I know the new ones got a lot of hate because episode 1, everyone hated Jar Jar Binks. You know, I understand that they were trying to add a little comedy to it. It wasn't the best move, but whatever. But like, I think in terms of, I personally like the prequels a little more because I love to see that storyline with Anakin. I think I really like that Anakin storyline from him as a child, you know, in the planet he's from, and the way he grows up in episode 2, you know, that's like 10 years later, and he's like in the middle, like, oh, yes, I want to be a Jedi, but I'm also trying to, you know, I want to save my mom, I want to save the woman I love, and in episode 3 where he just wants power, you know. And it's just, I think that storyline just fascinates me so much, how someone you can truly, you know, and this can happen to anyone, you know, you get so ambitious that you lose yourself in the path to success, you know, that you want to be so successful that you realize you've become the thing you swore to defeat, you know?
Yeah.
And I think I like that. I mean, obviously the new ones, the visuals are just incredible. Like, holy shit. You know, you watch them in IMAX and it's so much more money is going into it. And Disney did a good job with them. But I personally like the prequels a little more.
Oh yeah, I'm with you, brother. 100%. Prequels, hands down. I don't care what nobody says, better than the new ones. Now I'll give them credit for this. The Force Awakens, which was the newest part of the new era
Yeah,
Star
the
Wars,
number 7. Yep.
number 7, did a great job. By the way,
Yeah, I really liked it, man.
right? The soundtrack was great. The only thing I didn't like, and I could be maybe people might say a lot of crap about me after this episode, but I wish the character, the girl, was Latina because her name was fucking Ray. And I just think that name does not go with, I'm sorry, y'all, with a white girl. It don't. You might as well put Jessica or something, but Ray, that's freaking Spanish or Latin. So I don't know where y'all getting Ray had to be a white girl. Nah. And here's the thing, y'all. There's already a lot of white characters in the world. And when it comes down to TV show, movies, and whatever you call it, we need more different color, in my opinion.
Well, I think I do think the new ones do that though, because you know Daisy. Yeah, okay, you're talking about Daisy Ridley. I think she did great. I mean, yeah, if you wanted to call her something else, that's up to them. But like, for example, you got
Finn.
Poe. No, Poe. Oh yeah, Finn
Yeah.
too. You know, African American. But I'm talking about Poe. He's Oscar Isaac plays him, and he's from Guatemala. You know, he's representing the Guatemalan community. When the hell you ever think you're gonna have a Guatemalan in a Star Wars movie, bro? That's incredible, man. Just to have Oscar Isaac in there to represent us, because I'm Guatemalan. You're half Guatemalan, so. I mean, I think that was awesome, and the fact that he was in all 3 movies and he got a really big role, I think that is, you know, moving in the right direction.
Yeah. But I'm, you know what I'm saying, brother. I just had a little, like, critique. I just wish, they put a Latina. I think she would have done a good job too. But and here's another thing too, man. For those who don't know, but Star Wars, well, so anyways, before I get to that part, so the second movie where it was, what's it called? The Jedi, no,
The Rise of Skywalker.
the Last Jedi.
No, wait. Are you episode 8 or episode 9? The very last one, or
Eight. That's
oh
the
yeah,
Last Jedi.
that Last Jedi. Yeah.
So it's the first time we get to see Mark Hamill, who plays Luke Skywalker, to train Rey. I
His
hated
return.
that movie. The most terrible movie I've ever saw. I'm gonna tell you.
Really?
Yeah, because here's the thing, man. As a kid, I loved Luke Skywalker. He was one of my favorite characters growing up, and to see that he didn't really train Rey kind of gets me mad, because I understand you could be tough on your student, but don't be a freaking like. Because the way he did things, it kind of like she didn't really learn anything. If anything, she learned stuff on her own and from from
From
Luke's
Leia.
sister Leia, which you find out in the movie after that. But I was just like, man, like, come on, Luke Skywalker, you could do better. But now here's the thing. I don't know if you knew this, bro. Mark Hamill did put a quote on Twitter, or I forgot where on social media, where he said, the script that they're making me say for this movie, it goes against everything that Luke Skywalker is all about. That's what he put out. And when I heard that, I'm like, bro, I'm 100% with you. Like, that is so Disney. Like, they messed it up for that movie, and I just didn't like it, bro. Now I'm gonna get to the last one. The last movie, and I'm a big critic too. Terrible. They try to compete it with Endgame at the end, where they hear all the voices of all the
Oh
characters
yeah.
all over.
I
I'm
think
like,
that part was cool. I just think the storyline was stupid.
yeah, it was very dumb, bro. I was like, man, and here's my thing, bro. I gotta say this. I gotta say 2 things. This movie, the last one.
Rise of Skywalker.
Well, which one? What about Skywalker?
Rise of Skywalker. I'm just trying to for
Oh,
the
you're
people.
right, Skywalker. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. So one thing I didn't like, guys, and I'm a big I pay attention to a lot of things. One little thing I noticed is that 2 little things I noticed is that the soundtrack sucked. None of the music really stood out. Second, there was so much fast cutting that it didn't transition smoothly when they went to a different scene. That's one thing I really noticed. It's like they try to rush it all in one movie. And then the last thing I noticed is that from the first movie of the Wake, the Force Awaken, episode 7, you see that Finn really likes Rey. So you see that there's going to be potential in that relationship if there is going to be one. I hate the freaking ending, bro. The ending thing goes like, he tells Rey, like, you see Rey, right? And she's about to go find Finn at the end, right? What, dude, do you remember the line that Rey tells Finn?
When they all hug at the end?
Yeah, yeah. Do you remember
What'd she say?
It's the dumbest thing I ever heard. I think she says, the force is strong. It's the stupidest thing she said. And Finn is
remember.
like, Finn is coming, and I could tell he wants to tell her that he loves her. And she goes, the force is strong. What the hell? I got so mad. Me and my guy, we watched it together. My best friend Vic, we watched it, and he saw what I was coming from. I'm like, bro, why did they do this to me? Finn is a great person for Rey. If they would have done that, I would love the movie. But because they didn't, I got so mad. And then actually, there was a lot of reviews that came out after. They're like, what the hell? Like, people were complaining how Rey had this whole opportunity at the end to say to Finn, I love you. Like,
But I don't think she did. I think she ended up falling for Ben Solo.
Yeah, but dude, I didn't see I understand that she had a lot of fear against him and a lot of history, but honestly, bro, I feel like Finn was a good character.
No, I would disagree with you, man. Personally, I would disagree with you. I think they're it was Kylo Ren. You know, Kylo Ren was what's her name? Rey's biggest enemy to start off, but at the end, you can see how they come together and there's love there. I mean, I don't know. There's just something there, and I think maybe you can see it in a little bit in the beginning, but I think Finn fell off that. I don't really think Finn loved her like that. I think he did care for her as a friend, but I don't think he was like in love with her. If anything, I think he was in love with that the other, I can't remember her name in the movie. The Asian girl from the second or from episode 8.
That was a fling, bro. There ain't no love, bro. My boy Finn love Rey, bro.
I would disagree. I think
watch The Force Awakens again, and then watch the second because he's trying to go find her and save her. Watch number 3 again, but the ending when Rey says, "The Force is strong," just stupid line ever. Like, and Finn is like an idiot. Like, he hears that and goes,
Okay, I just want to say 2 things about Star Wars and we can move on, okay? Just the last 2 things, okay? Just to go back on what you said, okay? The fact that you didn't like the way Luke Skywalker was in the new ones, okay? Yeah. So when we first saw Luke, he was hell-bent on being taught to be a Jedi. He just wanted to learn, look, my father was a Jedi, and I need to get revenge for my father because he didn't know Darth Vader was his father at the time, and all this. Damn, I just spoiled it for anyone who's never seen Star Wars. But I mean, everyone should know that line. Luke, I am your father. Anyway, so he's so hell-bent on becoming a Jedi, but he doesn't realize all that comes with it. I feel like now that he's an old man, he's gone through so much that he realized, like, this is not a life you should choose. It's one that's just given to you, and I think he's trying to avoid having to bring anyone else into that life, okay? That's just the one thing I want to say about that, okay? And the second thing, shout out to Star Wars Rogue One, okay? Rogue One was a movie that had nothing to do with Jedis, barely anything to do with Sith. It was just a movie about characters in the Star Wars universe, and how they defeated the Death Star. And it was probably like the best Star Wars movie. And it had nothing to do with any of the Jedis versus Sith or Skywalker. It was just, holy shit, what a good ass movie.
Oh yeah, hands down, bro. You had IP Man. He was like one of the main characters in there. I got sad when he died, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I actually cried that scene.
Oh man, we gotta stop ruining it for people.
Sorry, bro. I couldn't help it.
He's getting his own. I think Diego Luna's getting his own show, and there's gonna be a TV show called Obi-Wan on Disney Plus. Christian Haydenson from the original who played Anakin in episode 3 is going to be like what happened after episode 3 in between 3 and 4. So I'm excited to see
No
that.
way, for real.
Yeah, it's called Obi-Wan Kenobi is going to be the show.
Wow.
And Ewan McGregor, who played Obi-Wan, and Hayden Christensen, who played Anakin, are coming back to do the show.
Wow. Dude, I'm definitely going to watch it.
Hell yeah.
Get the new stuff, man. That is crazy. He couldn't play. There was no other person that could beat him and playing Darth Vader. He definitely, like when Anakin changes and he tells Palpatine, and where's Padme? You killed her. He goes, no. You said that. I was like, dude, I laughed at that scene. I ain't gonna lie, I laughed because I was
two different types of people. You laugh, I'm over here like, shit.
Yeah, I was like, man, Vader, you stupid. But it was just, man, it was crazy, bro. But dude, honestly, last thing I was gonna say real quick, man. I think they should make a movie of Mace Windu.
That would be dope. I would love to see how Mace Windu came up, because they say Count Dooku, I believe, was his master. And yeah, I would love to see that, man. How he became such a Jedi master and, how he even got the purple lightsaber. I would love to know that, He's the only one with the purple lightsaber. That's so cool.
Right.
And I'm sure Samuel L. Jackson has no problem doing it.
Right. That's true. Yeah. He's on every movie, bro. Marvel.
No, hell yeah.
He's Star Wars.
He's in everything. But let's flip it to you, man. I know I spent so much time. But name some of your favorite movies.
All right, bro. Hands down, I gotta say, which everybody knows Scarface, so I'm not gonna say that one because everybody knew that.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say Scarface.
Yeah. Gotta be The Matrix.
The Matrix. Wow. Yeah. I would have never guessed that you love The Matrix.
Yep. And I'll tell you why. Matrix was the first movie to change cinema for Kung Fu movies because it has the slow motion with the bullets. And yeah. So I really like that movie because for those who don't know, I almost got a major in philosophy. That was gonna be my my degree. For those,
then he realized he had to study, and he was like,
right. I could be actually smart. You know what I'm saying? But Morpheus, if you dissect the film, it has so much subliminal messages that I thought it was wild. And I'll tell you why, brother. So the first thing, for those who don't know, Neo is supposed to be the one. And for those who don't know, it's like the savior. Like kind of like Jesus going to save the people from Zion.
He was chosen.
The chosen one, yeah. And then Zion is actually a real place in Israel, which is a very holy place that's in the Bible. So I love that part. And then Trinity, who is his girlfriend, is the Trinity, right? Which Father, Son, and Spirit. And then Morpheus in the Greek mythology is the king of dreams. So it's so cool if you pay attention that Morpheus had visions of the one, and he kept embracing it, and people thought he was crazy, but Neo was the one, you feel me? And then like you get to the spaceship is Nebuchadnezzar, which is actually in the Bible. In the story of Daniel, it's actually a king who took Daniel and like two other guys and captured them, like basically kidnapped them and took them to their territory. So like little stuff like that, bro, it's just wild. And then like the stuff that the Matrix, like there's a lot of quotes I use that I feel like it applies to my life, and I try to use it, like the blue pill and the red pill. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah. When they present it to him.
Yeah. Take the red pill, you will continue in the rabbit hole where Alice, goes, or
you can go back home and forget this all ever happened.
Exactly. So it's like, and that's how life is. You kind of have to pick and choose what you want to do in your life. And hands down, bro, the action, I love the action. I've seen that movie maybe more than 17 times. great movie.
I would have never thought the Matrix was your thing, but that's so cool, man. I didn't know that. I mean, I like the Matrix. I wouldn't call it like my favorite, just because I feel like the other movies weren't the greatest. But the original for sure is awesome. And yeah, like you said, it was just visually it was cool, like the slow motion, the kung fu in it, just a different way to do it, and the artificial intelligence and all that stuff. It looked dope. And one thing about the Matrix, though. Um, like I said, just the other ones weren't that great. But they're making a fourth one coming out this year. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that, brother.
Yeah, with the original cast, they're all coming back. Lawrence Fishburne, Keanu Reeves. It's coming out this year.
Wow.
Matrix 4. So get ready for that.
Now here's the thing. Here's a little thing. Now that you said that, did you see John Wick?
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, there's the John Wick 2, which is my favorite. I think is my favorite, or I think it's 2 or 3. I think it's 2. But basically, Keanu Reeves actually sees Morpheus outside. And it's after so many years they did the Matrix together. And to see them together.
Oh, yeah, because Lawrence Fishburne is in that movie too.
Yeah, so it was the dopest scene. And he was like, I forgot the line, I'm going to paraphrase it, but he was like, it's been a long time. You know what I'm saying? I love that because it's so true. So they did say in John Wick, the next one, they are planning to bring Trinity, the girl that played Trinity, and have
and bring her in John Wick 4?
Yeah.
Oh wow. So like before COVID came, they already officially announced John Wick 4 and Matrix 4 were gonna come out the same day. 2 Keanu Reeves movies.
For real.
Competing against each other. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's wild, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly, Keanu Reeves, I gotta say, for those who don't know, man, this guy is single. And one thing I like about him is that he had a really tough life growing up. Like his wife passed away, I think from cancer.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He had a very interesting life, brother. He did a lot of foundation, like charity work, help out people that went through the same thing. And he's the only celebrity I know that actually takes the CTA to work.
Oh wow, that must be crazy though, because everyone knows Keanu Reeves. You know,
that's the crazy part. And people were like, "Why you do that?" He's like, "It helps me to be more humble."
That's cool.
And I love that.
And the thing with go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Just real quick on Keanu Reeves, man, he had a rejuvenation in his career. Like, he first of all, he was famous back in the 90s, right? Like he had Hardball, which you need to watch. Okay. Hardball. He was in Speed. You ever seen Speed?
Nah, bro. I saw like a 5 minutes of it.
Speed is probably one of Keanu Reeves' best movies.
Wow.
It's not a franchise or anything. It's just one movie. But that movie is just, I feel like that's his best movie. Speed is phenomenal. He was in Bill and Ted. He was doing movies. And then I feel like he disappeared for a bit. But then when John Wick came out, holy shit. John Wick just like blew him up again, that everyone wants to work with Keanu Reeves, And John Wick is just fucking awesome. John Wick is just one of those movies that it doesn't really have to be too detailed with the script. It's just fucking awesome.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
A lot of action.
Hands out, bro. Is Speed the one with Sandra Bullock?
Sandra Bullock, yeah.
Yeah, see, I pay attention. I just never saw it, but
be honest. Oh my god, it's so like you're watching it the whole time because as soon as you're on a bus. I don't know if you know the premise, but like you're on a bus. There's a bomb on the bus. You have to keep it above 50 miles per hour. As soon as you drop under 50, it'll explode. Dang. So you have to keep driving this bus nonstop. It's just crazy. It's crazy, but yeah. Shout out Keanu Reeves. What other movie you love?
So the next movie I gotta say, for those who don't know, I have to say, I'm gonna name 2 quick. The Mask with Jim Carrey.
Oh,
dude, you can't go wrong.
My man.
P-A-R-T.
Why? Because I gotta.
See, I know you're my boy, bro. That's how I know, Chino, you my boy.
Smoking. Dude, the Mask, Jim Carrey in the 90s, bro. Just phenomenal.
Dude, he's one of the best. For those who don't know, still for me, the best comedian in the world. My top 3 of all times. And The Mask is what really got me into comedy. My cousins, they are both of them actually are comedians, and they actually, well, they're comedians in my side of the family. They don't do stand up, but they're like the funniest wherever we go.
Mm-hmm.
They taught me, look, bro, if you want to be funny, you gotta watch this movie. And I was like, all right, cool. So I watched it more than 15 times every Friday with them, and I pay attention like his style. And bro, Jim Carrey, I till this day, that's still my favorite movie. I could
The
watch it.
improv in that movie is just insane.
Oh yeah, he was like a superhero if you think about it, because
Yeah,
the
dude.
green mask. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I would love that movie. Like when I was a kid, I would just rewatch it over and over and over. Jim Carrey is just a king of comedy, man. He's just so he knows what he's doing. You know, his improv is insane. If you're directing a movie and Jim Carrey's your star and he does something out of the script, keep recording. That's what he's great at. You know, he does things on his own, and that's what makes him great.
Oh yeah, hands down, bro, hands down. Now, my next movie, I gotta say, now I have top 5. I'm gonna be real. I probably got top 10, but the next movie I have to say, Big Mama, with Martin Lawrence.
Big Mama.
The
That's
first,
an interesting choice. Okay,
yeah.
so we're sticking with comedies. Okay.
You know, because Big Mama, I grew up with all my family. They're pretty big, and I could relate to that movie. And Martin Lawrence, hands down. You remember I told you from a couple episodes ago, he is one of my favorite comedians too.
Mm-hmm.
I think the movie is funny, it's action, it has like everything you need. And the girl that plays that Martin's trying to get with, she's so bad, dude. She's like, man, I had the biggest crush when I was a kid. I was like, and I was,
is that Nia Long?
was
Was she in that one?
I forgot her name, bro, to be honest. But
The girl from Friday.
I don't know, bro, to be honest.
I think it's Nia Long, but I don't know.
We'll check it out. We'll check it out. But that's definitely one of my top movies. I'm missing one more. The last one I'm gonna say it's a tie. It's definitely a tie with Training Day with Denzel.
Training Day. Okay. Now Denzel, hold on. We gotta say something about Denzel.
Okay. What you gotta say?
Denzel, he's gotta be in the discussion for like greatest actor of all time.
Oh yeah.
He's got to be in the discussion.
What's your favorite from his movies?
Oh man, come back to me. We'll come back to it. Talk about Training Day. I got to think about that. I got to look at a list of his movies.
All right, for those who don't know, it's on Netflix right now. Training Day, one of the great movies that he won for like best drama. Now it's crazy because you see Denzel Washington looking like a gangster cop, basically breaking all the rules, but it kind of shows you the real light of a narcotic cop, if you think about it. Mm-hmm. They're like undercover and they don't really have to follow the regular rules of police officers, if you think about it. So they're involved in a bunch of stuff, and like you see it when like they bust in this guy, they take all his money and they change the story where the new guy shot the guy. So it's crazy because at that time there was no camera on your chest when you do like a break.
Oh yeah, those body cams.
Body cams for like when you have a warrant, you break into someone's house. They didn't have that back then. So you can literally, if you have 5 people with you, make up a story. As long as everyone had the same story, it's true.
Have you ever watched End of Watch?
No.
It's on Netflix. It's with what it is? It's Michael Pena and what's the other actor's name?
The police movie.
Yeah. And guy who plays Mysterio, what's his name? He's in so many good movies, man. I'm tripping on his name right now. Man, it's killing me. Hold on, I have to see what it is because it's killing me.
Yeah, he's also in Brokeback Mountain, by the way.
He's in so many. He's so good. Every movie he's in is good. Jake Gyllenhaal. There we go. Jake Gyllenhaal. That movie, it's recorded through body cam. They're cops, and it's just holy shit. Just crazy how they did that. And it shows you like a real life lifestyle of Los Angeles police.
Right. It's true, man.
Man, that's crazy, bro. Shout out John David Washington too, who's Denzel Washington's son, he's making a name for himself, man. He's out there. I see him. I see you play.
Oh, he's moving up, man. He was in the show too with The Rock. It's called that football movie, Ballers.
Oh,
great TV show. He's like the main character. I loved it. He's also in another movie I can't think of. I think it was action.
He just did Tenet.
What's up?
John David Washington, he just did Tenet.
I see. I haven't seen. I heard that was a good movie.
Okay, so since we're on the topic, I am a huge Christopher Nolan fan. Okay, huge. Every movie he does, I'm watching. Okay, the Dark Knight trilogy, Inception, Interstellar. Every fucking movie he does is awesome, right? So I was extremely excited when he has a new movie come out, right? He's got Tenet, he's got Robert Pattinson and John David Washington. I'm like, okay, it's got to be good. So I'm excited. Shutdown happens, right? COVID, la la la. Few months, they finally open up the theaters again. They play it, right? And I'm there. I went literally by myself, IMAX. Went to go watch it because I was just so fucking excited, man. Christopher Nolan film, And I sat there and I watched it, and I was fucking disappointed. Okay. Man. Now, before I say why, I want to preface this. I feel like there's a good movie in there somewhere. And I feel like I got to rewatch it a couple times to understand. But just the concept was way too complicated. Just way too complicated. And that says something for me. Cool. I love complicated concepts like Inception, and it's like a dream within a dream within a dream. But like this one, first of all, the soundtrack was way too loud. Like people were talking during music in the background, and the music is just louder than their words. So I couldn't understand shit. And then just the storyline was so fucking complicated, man. I just didn't understand it. I really need to rewatch it. I'm sure there's a good movie in there somewhere, but like that's the first time I ever walked out of a Christopher Nolan movie and it was just like, I have no idea what the fuck I just watched. No idea.
Damn. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy. Well, I was gonna tell you, man, like now I know what to watch out for from that movie. But I was gonna say, from Denzel Washington, I also have to pull out the movie Malcolm X. I don't know if you've seen it.
Oh, Malcolm, yeah.
One of the best movies I feel. So in the world today, everyone's gonna have one side or the other side. Some people say Tupac and Biggie, Malcolm X or Martin Luther King. I actually think Malcolm X is my favorite when it comes down to being a leader. And that movie does a great way of explaining it. Because people from growing up, they always said that he was more a violent person all the time. He wasn't. When he protested, at first, in the beginning, it was about promoting violence. But the part where he goes to Saudi Arabia and comes back, he starts changing his protesting to peaceful protesting because he noticed that in Saudi Arabia, he saw black, brown, white, eating together, praying together in unison. And I think Malcolm X did the best part. My favorite quote in that movie, by the way, I'm going to share it real quick. There's a part he's walking with, I think, his girlfriend or about to be wife. I forgot who, or his sister. And he goes like, it's like a museum and there's a pig. And she asks him, why is the pig, like why in the Quran we're not allowed to eat the pig? And he's like, well, the thing is, what you eat is what you become. So pigs, they're real sloppy. They're dirty animals. You know what I'm saying? So if we eat that spiritually, we're going to be just like them. And here's the crazy part. I love that quote because I could relate to that because in the Jewish faith, we actually have the same quote where it's not so much God is not allowing us to eat pork and shrimp. Like for Jewish, in the Jewish world, we're not allowed to eat pork and shrimp. Now, it's not about like God is just against it. It's more that we believe it affects us spiritually. So like if we can't eat a vulture because a vulture is very deadly. Like
well, I've never eaten vulture either. So
you're good, bro. You passed, brother. And I love that. For me, it's the dopest thing. And for people that don't understand is that I agree 100%. Is what you eat is what you become. And some people don't understand it, but it's literally, I feel like it actually works. Because if you look at like in the Indian culture and they eat only vegetables and stuff, like they're very vegan, like hardcore, they're very one of the most calm, like chill people. Like if you go to India, it's real different. Like it's a whole different world. And And I love that, and they respect like nature and stuff, right? Because
Yeah, yeah.
they don't kill no animals. Like they have a different mindset. And there's a famous quote that I heard. It said, "If you want to know how a country is, pay attention how they treat their animals."
That's cool.
I love that. It's true. Because if you go to like any other country where they beat up animals, they eat them and stuff.
I mean,
Like,
we all eat animals. Let's just be real about that, though.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'm talking about like the more my more thing is like that quote relates for me is the street animals.
Okay, 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 okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like dogs, you know, rats, more dogs because dogs are and cats are straight.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I meant. My bad. But
Let's
yeah, share that real quick.
That's cool, man. I think just real quick, since I just remembered one, since you said more than three, just the last one for me. Other than Speed, which is also one of my favorites, which you still have to watch. Blood In, Blood Out.
Ole Holmes, that's a great movie, Joe.
Vato Locos Forever.
Yeah, dude, that movie's wow, bro. I can't
3 hours of just pure genius.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's so heartbreaking. It's emotional. You know, Hispanic people can relate, and it's just like, man, just got to do what you got to do to get out the hood.
Yeah.
The barrio, it's like the Hispanic version of what's that movie? Boys in the Hood.
Yeah, honestly. Oh, I forgot about that movie, brother. Why, man? You bringing me the
we could talk for hours, man, but we don't want to make this the longest episode of all time.
That's true, bro. No, that's a good movie. That's a good
But Blood In, Blood Out, just phenomenal. Anyone, if you ever watched it, man, it's on YouTube. Just watch it. It's incredible. 3 hours, but it'll fly by because it's so good. And it's just so emotional, man. Just you start thinking about yourself with your cousins or your brothers, and it's just crazy.
Damn, that's crazy, bro. Dang, man, you hit me right there, bro.
Okay.
Well, man, let me I think I'm gonna wrap it up, man. This is the Outlet to Reality. The whole this podcast in Vegas and Chicago.
Let me say one last thing since you're wrapping it up real quick. I want to give a quick shout out. And I don't even know if you'll ever see this or anything, but quick shout out to Mr. Kearns from Northtown Academy. I took his film class when I was a junior or a senior. I don't really remember. Right? I just took a film class because it was just whatever. I could take any class I want. I decided to take film, and I feel like it changed my life, the way I look at movies. So shout out Mr. Kearns. If you're out there, man, you played a huge role in just the way I watch movies.
Damn. Well, I'm gonna give a shout out to Mr. Pearson because he was one of my teachers for film. Gotta give a shout out. But that's what's up. That's what's up, bro. I respect that, man. Respect. But yeah, guys, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe. Cha-ching. And lastly, y'all can find me on IG, the Outlet to Reality. And my Snapchat is Take One Pass It. And my TikTok is at Yaakov 28. And it's every Tuesday. Don't miss out. Chino, any last words from our guests where they can find you?
Man, I'm on the LTAY podcast, or you can find me on Instagram, Chino24, CH1NO24. But I'm not really a social media guy, so
Cool, man. Well, y'all have a good day. Peace.